Hey everyone, this is Nick and I'd like to welcome you back to another video in our data lifecycle collection. Today, we'll be showing you how easy it is to do some data exploration and dashboard creation using Cloudera Data Warehouse. For some context, we're going to be looking at data from a fictional electric car company that we've used in previous videos from our data lifecycle collection. The data we'll be looking at covers several different aspects within the company, and as so, we've broken them out into 3 separate databases based on the type of data. Before we can actually load this data though, we need to create a new data warehouse. But what is a data warehouse, you may ask? Well, a data warehouse has 2 main components. First, you have a data catalog, which contains the collection of metadata definitions along with the associated data context. This essentially means that your data along with related security and governance is stored within the database catalog. The second component to a data warehouse is the virtual warehouse. These virtual warehouses consist of the compute resources that you can use in order to run queries against your data, which is stored in the database catalog. Now that we've created a data warehouse, you'll see a default database catalog has appeared. We'll also create a new virtual warehouse so that we can interact with our data. Now to load the data into our data warehouse, we've run 2 simple Spark jobs within Cloudera Data Engineering. These jobs populate the databases mentioned before, as well as the tables within them. Part of these Spark jobs will also create an enriched table that we'll take a closer look at later. With our data loaded, let's jump into Hue, which gives us a nice user interface in which we can write ad hoc queries against our Hive data. We can easily just click around the existing databases to explore the tables we've populated, if we'd like. But for today, we're going to take a more focused approach. We're going to put ourselves in the place of a data scientist who's been told that a specific new motor had a bad batch of materials and all parts within a given week could be underperforming in the field. We've been told that all the data we need exists in the experimental motor enriched table, and the bad week was the last week of October. So now we can write ourselves a quick query in Hue against this table to bring back only the results we're looking for. Once we've got the query written, we can execute it, and awesome. Now, while the data in this format could certainly be passed along, we're going to do one better and create a live dashboard out of it using a visualization tool built right into our data warehouse. First, we'll want to create a view out of our query so that we can link it as a data source. With our view created, we can now go into Dataviz within our virtual cluster. As the name implies, Dataviz is a built-in data visualization tool that allows us to quickly and easily create dashboards that are directly linked to the data within our data warehouse. Once in Dataviz, we'll want to go into the Data tab first to link in our new dataset. We'll make a new dataset named Report Engine Recall, and now we can select the view that we created earlier as our data source. Here in the dataset, you can tweak fields in case the defaults are incorrect, but everything looks good here, so we can move on to making our dashboard. At the top, let's go into the Visuals tab and select New Dashboard. First, we'll give the dashboard an appropriate title. Then, we can go and add our first visual. Since we only have one dataset, it will default to showing your data in a tabular format like we saw earlier in our query editor. Instead of a table, why don't we turn this into an interactive map showing where all of these parts ended up? To do this, all we have to do is change the chart type to interactive map and fill out the proper geolocation fields. Now, we have a beautiful interactive map that's linked live into the data. With a little bit more time and creativity, we can add a few more visuals to fill this dashboard out in no time at all. Thanks for watching today. If you found this interesting, don't forget to subscribe to see our future videos. If you have any questions, head on over to the Cloudera Community, where there are plenty of other users ready to help answer any questions you may have.